Howdy, hi, how are we? Welcome in. How is everyone? Welcome to patch day. That is my cat screaming all of a sudden because I've opened my mouth. Hey Loki, here to me, boy. Oh, here to me. Oh, good boy. Mwah. But anyway, how are we all doing? This is Loki. He's looking for attention. Mwah. He just needs a bit of loving. But yeah, it's patch day. We've waited a while. We haven't done much. There's been nothing much to do. Oh. So I figured, seeing as it's patch day, no you don't. Seeing as it's patch day, we will go and we will do the patch. Whatever that may entail. Obviously the Alliance raid and all that. How are we doing, Taz? I'm like a witch riding her broom, but my broom is a shotgun. Preaching to the choir. You were preaching to the choir. Ooh, excuse me. I have a build-up apparently. My stomach is gassy. It's going about as well as it can go. Life is moving on. How's you? How's work? There you go. We'll get logged in and then we'll start. And then fiddle with things as I do that. God damn, stream manager, will you work for me? Everything is going forward, but I'm still waiting for the bus. Well, everything is going forward for me, and somehow I'm standing in front of said traffic. So I can kind of understand where you're coming from in a unfortunate manner. No, not there? It's not there. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Right, fuck it. There. There. Yeah, so it's patch day. I've even got a royal invitation. So we'll continue on with the story. And then from the story, we'll do the Alliance raid. Is where we'll start. I don't know what else there is. I've kind of stayed in the dark a bit. I haven't been near things in a while, so I'm not quite sure what's happening. I'd say there's a bit of life around, but there's not. It's the usual amount. As if not that many people jumped off servers during our last 2 or 3 months of no content. Patch me up and call me Optimus Prime. You're more like my Megatron. Is what you are. You are more like my Megatron. But, you know what? Before we start, we'll do some talk time. Yesterday was horrendous. Fucking had to go to the hospital. Not that there was anything wrong for why I had to go. I had an appointment. And I went to that appointment and then was told there's nothing we can do. We don't have the required data. But we understand what's wrong with you. But we need you to go back home and do a sleep test so we can just scratch that off the list, even though we know you don't need it. When you're done that, go back to your doctor, who's then going to refer you back here to the room down there. Because I have some sort of blockage in my sinuses, which causes me to have very rough sleeps. So I want to try and fix that. Upon exiting said hospital, I then realised that I had a flat tyre, which I then needed to change, and by change I mean learn to change, because I wasn't exactly very learned at the time when learning to change my tyre, so I hadn't picked up what I needed, so I had to do that over video call, which was fine. I then went from there home to get the puncture tyre fixed, because there was a fucking screw that big in the fucker, and it wasn't in straight, it was in at a weird angle. Got that fixed for free, because they informed me that I'll have to come back in the next 2 or 3 days to get all the tyres replaced, because they're all in shit and quite possibly a danger, which is very unfortunate because my job involves a lot of driving. So pray for me over the next 2 days. Then I decided on the excursion of adulthood, I will then go see the dentist, of which I did today, which was wonderful. Very wonderful. I have a lot of fillings to do. I have to get some wisdom tea taken out. And the bill is astronomical. Frighteningly astronomical. So now I need to get that fucking done as well. As well as an entire host of new tires. You getting a nose job or bigger lips? I'm getting a nose job. They're hollowing out my nose so I can smell you better. They're giving me the gift of superpowers through the Irish Health Services. I wouldn't really call it a service. It's more like a building masquerading as an unpaid intern who's supposed to be a butcher. They're going to take care of my needs. Yay! Smell me better, but me stinky. Ah, but all the more to ingest and love and to caress mentally through the medium of stench. That's what that is about. You're welcome. I'm the gift that keeps on giving. I unwelcoming myself? You can't unwelcome yourself. You're here now. You have participated. You can't escape. You're now a hostage. Welcome to the stream. Don't worry about the door. I've got that for you. It's locked, and I've swallowed the key. Right, let's go do the story. Let's go and enjoy some form of meticulous banter. I'm also looking forward to see what the dialogue is like. I have 296.734 more keys in case somebody swallows one. Is it because you are guaranteed to swallow at least 250,000 of them? Is that what's happening here? And if so, how do we help you? How do we remedy this situation? You, who we go messenger? What do you want? What can you offer me? Who we go messenger is looking for a well-trained traveller. Jurathian, that certainly saves me a lot of trouble. I was asked to find you on behalf of Milalja. Curious happenings abound in Mamuk of late, and we thought one of your worldly experience may be able to help us make sense of things. If you have the time and inclination to aid us, she awaits you in Mamuk. You'll find her west of the plaza, in the large building near the two-headed statue. Right, we're going to go do that first. There's a huge chance my dumbass accidentally swallows one every day. Magnets. Do you want me? Do you want me to hire some people to give you a cavity search to help you out with the situation of you eating all the keys? Is that what you need? Is that what you want? Is it what you desire? Intrepid new enterprise. Get her all these blue quests. Like, are you sure you want to go down the route of just magnets? I accidentally swallowed the magnets too. You see, that might be your problem. You know, that might be your first issue. Because if you keep swallowing the magnets, you're now swallowing keys. And they're melding to themselves. Congealing like some kind of magnet key in your stomach. which sounds fantastic. But I assure you, you're not Magneto. All you've done is heightened your chances for cancer. You may need to seek medical help. And a small disclaimer, don't eat keys or magnets. I didn't think I'd have to say that, but clearly some of you need to fucking know. Sort your shit out. You're welcome. I spend a lot on keys and magnets. My finances are in the shitter. The big issue is when they leave again, like 1,000 of small souls on me, but... Oh. The term shitting razor blades has now got a completely new meaning, and somehow it's more horrifying than the last. Maybe meeting with him won't be so easy after all. Mablu said he'd be around here somewhere, though. Yes, he'll be around here, but where? Where are you? Where can we find you? How can we help you? Oh, Rathian the Adventurer. The mighty warrior who travelled the length and breadth of Tyrol, taking in its myriad sights, sounds and smells, even those within the otherworldly dome. The savvy haggler who helped the Third Promise acquire a saddle worth 10 pel in the thousands column, despite starting with a mere 100. I hear money. They playing the symphony of pain on my anus. World's worst rim job. Look. The only advice I can give you is if you love your rim will love you. Treat your rim kindly. My inner Abagus is clacking away. You're the missing piece I've been looking for. The missing piece of my brand new enterprise, that is. Sorry about that, I got a little carried away. I'm just so happy to finally meet you. I'm Liplu, a merchant. Until recently, my business was bedclothes, all woven from the finest alpaca wool. My dear friend Mablu told me all about you. I hear you gave her the nudge she needed to embark upon her journey as a peddler. I can't begin to thank you enough. But I'll get straight to the point. I have a proposal for you today, Rathian. How would you like to become a special advisor for a trailblazing tourism venture? I can call it the Tyrali Travel Agency. Go on. Does this involve money? You still thinking about shitting keys, aren't you? I am! How did you know? I'm also wondering how much gut strength I would need to meld those keys into some form of statue. Of course you'll be compensated for your time. You'll also be the first in line for all kinds of treats and trinkets, not to mention a wealth of exciting experiences. You don't have to answer right away, but if any of this has roused your interest, please come and visit me in Okahanu. We can go over the finer details there. I'll be waiting for you, along with the rest of my associates. I don't know if I have enough room for all of these quests that I'm trying to pick up. Like, I'll try. Scout of the Wing of Protection is on the lookout for a likely adventurer. What do you want me to do? You there, you're Rathian Dragimorn, are you not? The adventurer from across the salt who's been lending the Dawn Servant his strength. Been well met. To tell the truth, I've been meaning to make your acquaintance for some time. I have a proposition for you. You're familiar with the Eorzean hunts, yes? We have something very similar here in Turiel, and having heard much of your philanthropic spirit, not to mention your capacity for violence, we should very much like to recruit you to our cause. Why, thank you. I'm not great with money. Nowhere near as much as you think I am, but I do have a compulsion towards violence. It does lead to me not having to pay all that much. So if you're looking for savings, I can help out in that department. And by help out in that department, I mean pay it a visit. And by pay it a visit, I mean pay it a beating. Pay it a beating is what I mean. At least my under-average brain power thinking made you chuckle like I do when I don't have to shit anymore. Have you tried laxatives? I hear laxatives are great, especially this time of year. Like, there's a lot of bulging power behind them. Like, I'm sure they can help you out in the long run. And if they can't really help you out in the long run, maybe they can at least help you ease some of those bowely feelings. Maybe, maybe not. Hey, Nvidia stocks are rising. Or Nvidia stocks are rising. Amazing. Thanks, Google, for updating me. You're familiar with the Orzian hunts, yes? We have something very similar here in Tuleon. If you're interested, speak with my associate, Bolagua. The Zabral is a master of the hunt and administers to the bills in the square overlooking the port. Tell him the Wing of Protection recommends you. Laxatives make it a river of stabbing and ripping and pain, but maybe in the long run it's the best thing. Nvidia is always rising like their prices. Yes, unlike their quality, which is lowering. And their support staff, which is non-existent. And of course their grasp on reality. That too is non-existent. What do we have here? Your posture could use some work, but you've got good eyes. Eyes that have seen a few things. You here to sign up? Wing of Protection recommended you, do they? Well, we're always on the lookout for new hunters, and if you're good enough for Woklamat, you're good enough for us. Pleasure to have you with us, Rathian. Suppose I better get down to the introductions. Or maybe I don't need to. This whole idea came from your side of the sea, after all. It was Kuana who showed us our ways. Either way, I'll keep it brief. Our hunts work much the same way they do in Eorzea. We put a bounty on those beasts that prove themselves an enemy of the people. You kill them and bring us back the proof and get your reward. While your reputation may precede you, rules are rules, and the rule is I have to test every hopeful out on beginner builds. Can't have every youngling with nothing to his name but a plowshare and a dream of glory skipping merrily away to his doom. Prove yourself in Tyrell and I'll give you some bigger, bitier fish to fry. Not discussing with you the best shapes and states of shit. See you for that in the DMs. You're welcome. Glad I could help out. Let's introduce you to a certain someone. Yep, Rathian, the Wing of Protection, has been keeping a beady eye on you. Say you've been making yourself useful, that your adventures have taken you to nigh on every corner of Tyrell, including Yaktil, I hear, the land of my people. I know how dangerous those woods could be, not only from the tales of my ancestors, but from the bills on the board too. Think you're ready to take on a bigger challenge? Beginner level marks be taken down by any hunter or mercenary, but these ones call for a mite more preparation. I'm not just talking physically, but mentally too. If you're going to risk your life going after these beasts, it's important to know what you're risking it for. Which is why I tell everyone who thinks they're ready to move on from beginner builds to talk to Teatkat first. She's a master huntress and a mentor to would-be vipers. You'll find her down in the Gornthrog Gleam Sands. Look for the Zabral with the cobalt fur and ask her to tell you our history. Fucking Christ. Why is there so many of you? Blue quests for days. They're clogging up my quest journal that I don't read. Because it's all done in text, and it's very difficult to keep track of because I don't read. What am I doing? Where am I going? I don't know. It's all in text. Hello, minstrel. Care to share more text with me? Ah, yes. More text. Have you come here to share a heroic yarn with me, Rathian? Please, do go on. You have my rapt attention. Queen Eternal, Minstrel's Ballad, Shveen's Burden. Would you unlock this tintillating tale for me? See what have you brought for me today? the trials and tribulations of Queen Sphene, who was confronted with many a difficult decision as she sought to protect the citizens of her nation, Alexandria. In that realm, people regard souls as merely a resource, and when they die, the aether of their memories is used to create the endless, simulacra of the departed that can only be sustained with life force harvested from the living. Being so very different from what we know, such a way of life is difficult for us to accept. Indeed, it seemed only inevitable that she should come into conflict with Sphene. She herself was not among the living, but an entity brought forth to fulfill a certain objective, and therein I believe lay the root of this tale's tragedy. Recreated from the noblest of souls, though she was helpless to defy the purpose to which she had been bound, protecting the endless no matter the cost. Thus did she continue on her destructive path though she knew it led only to a dead end. A question, if you may, my friend. Deep in your heart, do you believe that the Sphene from whom you met was alive? She was alive in her own way. Murderous way. Vindictively murderous way. So you think that, even with the knowledge that her existence differed from the living, you hold that she was alive. I thank you for your honest answer. I shall take it to heart. For my part, whether or not she was possessed of life, I believe that there existed an individual called Sphene who cared deeply for her people, who heard the voices of her people, felt as they did, and thought only for their welfare. That is why, at battle's end, she returned as the gentle soul you knew. But here a thought fills me with dread. What if that soul failed to return, and the fearsome entity she had become continued its relentless onslaught? Might it have succeeded in its objective, and plundered life force from other realities at the cost of untold destruction? Of such a possibility shall I sing, that we might give thanks for the path we were so mercifully spared. I'm going to have dinner now. We're going to do the Alliance raid at 4 PM. If you want to join in some random party, if there's a spot. I don't know who's joining at the moment. Could do, if I haven't gotten there yet and haven't done it. I think I shall then, Poyo. I'm head out, man. See ya. No worries, Taz. Enjoy the journey. Be safe. Treat your car with love. Apparently it doesn't take long to unlock. Fantastic. I'll go unlock it and then I'll go unlock it and then I'll just do the normal story itself. And then go from there. And we'll see how it goes. By golden light two rulers walked, their path in conflict lying. One bound to slay, one sworn to save, they forged ahead untiring. The memories of departed days endure as fate and fetters, for keepers staunch a blessed warmth oblivion for the breakers. Nice. Right, let's unlock the hunts. You business with me, Outlander. Well, Agua sent you, eh? More meat for the marks. Though you look to have a little more about you than most. Well, if you're dead set on devoting yourself to the Dawn Hunt, I should let you know a little bit more about it. Where to begin? You might say at the beginning, but it's hard to put a pin in exactly what there was. Even before Quana brought the system of marks and bills over from Eorzea, our people were hunters. Not just for food, but for safety, hunting down those ill-made monstrosities whose very existence was inimical to our own. It was for that very purpose that the Vipers came to be, the finest hunters in Tural branded together to hone their skills and their blades, and devoted their lives to stalking and slaying the fiends. At first we were no more than a fellowship of like-minded folk who'd take it upon themselves to deal with any danger they caught wind of. It was only after Galujaja and united Tural under the Dawn Servant's crown that our role as protectors of the realm was made official. Commissions started pouring in from Yasalani to Yaktal, but we didn't have the numbers to answer them all. That's when Quana proposed we bring in the system he'd seen in Eorzea, calling on adventurers and mercenaries to handle those threats we couldn't. If there's any point to this little history lesson, it's this. Many folks joined the hunt seeking adventure or glory or fortune, but from the very beginning, Whenever that was, it's been about one thing and one thing only: protecting those who can't protect themselves. Don't forget that. And one more request that I make of every Viper to train under me. Don't get yourself killed. We hunt to save lives, not to throw them away for no good reason. I reckon that's enough moralising from me for one day. It's about time I headed back to Yaktil. Come and drop by if you're ever in the area. Awesome. Let's go hand this in. Down, 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 down. Back already, are you? Did Tiat tell you everything you needed to know? Good to hear. We don't hunt to kill, we hunt to live. Remember that, and you'll be fine. Speaking of, I took the opportunity to update the ledger. You're approved to take on intermediate marks now. Good hunting and good luck. Dun, 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 dun. Right, it's good to see you safe. The whole city's been on a knife edge since the attack. Folk need hunters like you and me to deal with the dangers they're facing more than ever. Like you and me and like Napaqui, Viper by trade, always helping out with the hunt. She took a bill from the board a few days back. Thing is, it was for a mark up in Yaslani and no one's seen her since. Might be that she's still on his trail, but hearing about everything that's happening up there, all this about the dome, I can't help but worry. A little bird tells me you've been inside it. You couldn't ask around in there, could you? Find out if anyone's seen her? Thank you, it means a lot to me. Last anyone heard from her, she was on her way to Teshpieni. Maybe someone in the village will have seen her, if there's anything left. Right. Would my phone stop being an absolute dick? Thank you. Right, let's see if any of these have anything for anything of anything. Good evening to you. Anything I can help you with? Bigway. Yes, I know her well. She's something of a hero around these parts. Our guardian angel. She just arrived when the tremor struck on the trail of some beast or other. Can't remember the details now, but I do remember that when the ground started shaking and Levian filled the air, it was she who guided us all to safety. Braved the bulls to drive back the beasts that were tearing up our farmsteads. Where is she now? I wonder. Last I heard she'd registered with the hunters, but that was years back. She'd probably be retired now. Or, no, she's still with us. She has to be. I wouldn't remember her if she wasn't. You should go and ask the facilitators at Resolution up in Solution 9. They keep a record of every citizen's location. Tell them you're looking for an old friend and they'll put you in contact. Okay, so she got trapped in here. I'm sorry, why have I not discovered that place? Why is this one of the places that I haven't discovered on the map? Was I just playing with blinders on, or? You up there, please, out of my way. Lovely, it's been discovered. I also haven't discovered over here, apparently. Yes, lightning, I get it. Lightning, thunderous and frightening. Here we are, mapping the realm. Fantastic. Now, where am I supposed to go? It's a Heritage 9, didn't it? Or did it say Solution 9? I think it said Solution 9. There we are. Apparently I'm being a fucking idiot. And I had forgotten how my map works. Welcome to the government sector. How may I be of service? Ah, you're a friend of Napoe's, one of many, I'm sure. Such an amiable soul, and such a shame about that injury forcing her from the field. But what a career. I should think the better part of our data on the local fauna was collected by her and her followers who adore her to this day. I believe she was the one who introduced the idea of fighting with twin blades too. And look how that's taken off. Sharing citizens' personal information is strictly forbidden as a rule. However, Napique left specific instructions that if any fellow Turali should come calling, we should send them directly to her. And so I shall. Her registered domicile is a residential radius 914. Ever since her retirement, she spends most of her days sitting in the plaza watching the world go by. Let me know if you have trouble finding her, but if you do, please pass on my best wishes. Okay, and that is... where? Okay, residential sector. Which, if I was paying any attention to the actual quest itself, I would have known that. You're a hunter, aren't you? Huh, you've got the gait, the eye. Could see the mom off. Balagua? Now there's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Well, you go tell him I'm as safe and well as I've ever been. Sure, it was a shock when the barrier fell, but what kind of viper would I be if I didn't try to make the best of a bad situation? I joined the hunters, put my talents to use keeping this place safe, till 10 years ago. That is when my good hand finally gave out on me. I had to leave the front lines. Thought I was done for good, to be honest, but then Her Majesty came to me, gave me a new mission, cataloguing the beasts I no longer had the strength to kill, gave me a new lease on life. Say now that the barrier's broken, is Bologua thinking of bringing the Dawn Hunt back to Yasalani? If he is, then could you give him this? Tell him I'm still here, that for 30 years I kept my vow. Fuck, that reminds me, a day outside is 10 years here. Right, let's hand him this little thing. See how he does. Why was I going here? What was I hoping to achieve with that? Do I even know myself? Good to see you back safe, Rathian. Well, any news on Napikwe? Yeah, take your notebook. She still lives then, and it seems all this insanity with the dome hasn't dulled her passion for the hunt any. The notebook makes proof of that. 30 years of work. 30 years. I can't get my head around it. I can count the hours since I last spoke with her, yet it's a wonder she can remember me at all. Still, I'm grateful she does, and if she needs my help hunting down some of these beasts, that's exactly what I'll give her. I'll go through this handbook and draw up bills for the nastiest critters in it. Bring the dawn hunt back to Yaslani, or whatever it is they call the place now. Guess it'll be a while before folk can make their way past that barrier freely, so I'll be counting on you and yours to take the lead. But looking at some of these entries, there's a fair few fiends up there that are tougher than anything I've let you go after before. I'll see you're approved to take on advance marks. Thanks, my friend, and good hunting. Right, advance bills are now available. Ah, Rathian, you honour me with your presence. I've heard all about the deeds you've been doing for Wuklamat. As if ending Valagmanda's rampage wasn't impressive enough, you saved the city from those mechanical beggars too. If there were ever any doubts about your abilities, they were well and truly answered. Which is why I'd like to ask you to aid one last time. Will you join us in our most essential duty, seeking out and slaying those feeds most foul, those that pose the gravest dangers to our people? I wouldn't be here otherwise. You're a hero through and through. Hunting down marks like these is the very purpose the Vipers were founded for. And it's no easy task, I can tell you. There are horrors out there, true horrors. Viral Vidral like Valagmanda, creatures more akin to gods than beasts. We Vipers wander far and wide across the land that we might learn of these creatures and one day end them. Remember Tiatkat? She's been doing just that for decades now and has come with a long list of targets. If you're interested in finding out more about them, go and see her in Yaktil. Napikwe was doing the same when she went to Yaslani, and yet there's nothing you can call a Tiral Vedral in her journal. Strange. I thought when they've shown up nigh everywhere else, makes me wonder if she might have left them out on purpose. Napikwe's viper to the quick, you see, nothing matters to her more than the people's safety. Separated from her fellow vipers as she was, perhaps she thought it best to leave such nightmares well alone. Forgive me for asking so much of you, but if you plan to return to Yaslani anytime soon, you could speak with her again. See if there's something she's not telling us, something we might be able to help her with. Oh, and tell her one more thing from me, that if she wants to come back, me and the rest of the Vipers stand ready to welcome her with open arms. There we are. Hi to the follow, Stephen. How are you? Welcome in. How's the day treating you? Hope you're keeping well. Right, so we'll go deal with this. Then when that's done, we'll go and unlock the Alliance raid. I'll wait until Poyo's back to actually do the Alliance raid itself. But we'll go and unlock it at least. And we'll just crack on with the actual story. Not quite sure how long the actual story takes though. Perhaps I should have taken an Aetherite. That would have been smart. Yoink! I wonder if you move so quickly and the crystals are so close that you could literally see yourself disappearing at one end and appearing at another. How fucking frightening would that be? Like you watch your legs and your hands disappear and you're looking over at a different crystal and suddenly there's your legs and hands appearing over there as you have some weird outer body experience. I guarantee everyone who's ever done it their first time has shat themselves. And if not, there's something mental wrong with them. Ah, the hunter from across the salt. What message do you have for me today? Well, Agua, the sentimental fool. I thank him for remembering me, but this is my home now. These people, my people. I've lived there, fought here for the better part of my life. Stepping beyond that, well beyond, be like stepping 30 years into the past. And while I fond memories of the place, I'm an old woman now. I've grown unused to change. Not to mention that... Eddie Napiqua, I mean. Hello. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you had company. It's alright, he's a friend of the cause. Let me introduce you. Leonian, Renuri, meet Rathian, the hunter from beyond the wall. Rathian, these are... What would you call yourselves? My little helpers? Proteges, more like. Leonia, at your service. I studied the twin blades under Lady Napiqua, and I've been helping her conduct her census on the beasts of Alexandria. And I'm Renuri. I've been working behind the scenes with Oblivion, so I've heard a lot about you and your exploits. Even seen a few firsthand, albeit from the shadows. After you brought peace to Living Memory, our team secured what we could from the databanks. Found a fair few things that brought a glint to Lady Napiqua's eyes, I can tell you. Terral Vidral, Rathian. Well, Agua knew it. Doesn't do to draw too much attention to those fiends you haven't the strength to slay from what Renuri tells me of your achievements, though I shouldn't wonder if you and yours could succeed where we could not. Queen's Fiend charged me with the chronicling her kingdom's fauna, and I expect there are many discoveries still to be made in its darkest corners. If you want to learn more, just ask these two. Please ask away, Lunian. Spends most of his time down in the outskirts, but I'll be here. Are we all just going to be quiet, or fucking what? As shall I. My duty is far from over, so in answer to Bug Alway's question, no, I will not be returning to Tulial. But please let him know that I appreciate his kind words and that I'm only too happy to extend him the same offer. Okay. Is that it? Or was there more to it? That would be it then. Fair enough. Din 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 din. God damn. Should be able to sprint through the cities with no problem. Why? You don't need a fucking sprint cooldown for cities. Welcome back, Rathian. Did you speak with Napiqua? I see. It's good to know she has friends. I couldn't bear to think of her all alone up there. A viper lives to hunt, that others might live to hunt another day. Or so the saying goes. Sounds like she's taken that message to heart, taking it upon herself to train a new generation. And it looks like you're her latest pupil. May luck be with you, Rathian, and remember, whatever you do, don't get yourself killed. Okay, I'll lead dawn hunts. Nice! Dunzo. Okay, so next thing is we will open up the Palooka quests. Will I ever do them? Maybe. We'll see. Fucking not today. Or maybe. I can't see jack shit. Okay, that would explain that. Gadoosh. Ah, there you are. Thank you for coming. Right, here goes. Oh, Kile, welcome to Kozumaoka. We've been here before. What are you doing? Yo, oh, Kile. You mastered the Hano Hano greeting, but I wouldn't expect anything less from someone so well travelled. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Lipla, the founder of the Turali Travel Agency. With me are my brother, Yubli, and my Hano Hano associates. Will be happy to explain the ins and outs of our budding enterprise. You were there for the Ascension ceremony, weren't you? Yeah, we were. Do we have to think back on it? I know it's been a while since, you know, since 7.0 came out, but we remember. Don't need a flashback to remind me. My memory's bad. It's not that fucking bad. Dawn Servant Wuklamat spoke of growing to love her people all the more as she got to know them better, of how she wanted us to live with joy in our hearts and smiles on our faces. And a deep, dark longing in their souls for perpetual war. While those words certainly left their mark, the capital's residents are eager to learn about their fellow Turali, who in turn yearn to foster understanding. You see it too, don't you? An unmistakable business opportunity. Well, that's precisely where the Turali Travel Agency comes in. We'll answer that burgeoning demand. Don't know why that tripped me up. Our goal is to help revitalise this community as it attempts to rebuild after the Great Storm. Promoting Kozumaoka's tourist destination will provide a much needed source of income for the region, and with it, all the benefits that follow. Of course, we wouldn't be having this conversation had we not consulted the Hano beforehand. After much discussion, they kindly agreed to set aside a tract of land by Doc Poga for development. And would you believe it? The villagers are flocking to join our staff. Liplu said the people are eager to learn about their fellow Turali, and we Hano are eager to share our culture with them as well. Much as when you helped us to revive Hilahana, we hope to welcome many outsiders into our home, that we may know one another better and enjoy each other's company. And what better way to do so than to support this tourism initiative? Of course, tourism is an industry new to Turel. This is an unfamiliar territory in many respects, and people understandably have their concerns. But who better to assure those concerns than someone who's roamed far and wide and met with countless Turali from all over the continent? The core of our business is providing accommodations and guided tours for the local area as we speak. Okavu is putting his shipwright skills to use, heading up construction for our base of operations by Doc Poga. From sourcing foodstuffs to souvenirs and everything in between, we're working hand in glove with the good people of Okahana to make sure this venture benefits everyone involved. Still, there are a few things I'm worried about, the guided tours for example. Visitors will journey here after making a reservation at our office in Turliol, and we'll have to guarantee their safety every step of the way. After all, we expect our customers to handle themselves like you can. And that leads us neatly back to my proposition. So how about it? Can we count on your help as a special advisor while the travel agency finds its feet? Consider yourselves advised, specially. I knew we could count on you. Wonderful, although I'm loath to put you to work straight away, with seek your assistance. We guides have each devised a plan for our prospective tours based on our knowledge of our homeland, but we'd benefit greatly from the input of a worldly traveller like yourself. Honest opinions only. Liplu, perhaps you could accompany Rathi in and apprise the tours as well. I'll stay behind and oversee construction with Wakuvu. Fine idea, guides. Please wait in your respective tour locations. I will take Rathi into each of you in turn. When you're ready, just say the word. I'm as keen as the Hanahana to hear your thoughts. All set? Now then, 3 guides have planned 3 unique tours, so we will speak with them one at a time before proceeding to the next. We'll start by paying a visit to Genahanu in the Fields of Gold, who I'm told wishes to showcase local industry with a focus on the village and reed fields. Let's go! No one asked you. Thanks. Glad you're here. I almost couldn't bear the wait. Right, let me explain my concept for the tour. First and foremost, I see this as a chance for our customers to understand we Hanu, and we better to learn than right here among our reed fields. After all, reeds are at the very heart of our culture. Just cast your gaze across these lush fields and you'll get a sense of what defines us. But that's enough about my thoughts. What do you think? I should like to believe this is a place those not of the Hanu can also appreciate. But perhaps the reed shouldn't be the sole focus. The tour should absolutely involve the reeds, but as Rating suggests, I think visitors will want to learn about other aspects of Hanahanu culture too. Perhaps giving them a tour of local settlements will serve as a worthy introduction to your traditions. Yes, I think the plan is coming along nicely. To summarise, if we begin by guiding guests around the villages, they'll see how reeds are so tightly interwoven with Hanahanu culture. That way, they'll appreciate the precious resource growing in your paddies all the more. I was so excited about showing visitors our fields, I hadn't considered that they might like to learn about the normal everyday lives of Wihano too. I appreciate the suggestion. Consider also having a range of handicrafts on offer that visitors might purchase if so inclined. Perhaps a mix of practical household items and more esoteric trinkets, charms and the like. Alright, let's head for Brett Between next. Ziali has proposed a walking tour of the river and ought to be waiting for us there. Alright, let's do that. However, I'm going to be back in a moment. I need to piss horrendously. Alright, we're back. Let's continue on with this, shall we? To the river. I completely lost track of time. My attention was whisked away by the endless waters of Kuansa. If you didn't already know, Kuansa means big tongue in our language. And if you aren't careful, you might find yourself slurped up and taken off by the current. You know, I bet insights into the language like that would prove a hit with visitors. I'm glad you think so, but I'm still a little unsure of my plan. The idea is to guide guests along the river, explaining the language and local history as I go, but is that really enough entertainment? How about working in spotted fishing too? I see offering an activity besides sightseeing is a wonderful idea. I appreciate your advice. Whatever form the tour takes, I want to make sure our guests leave completely satisfied. Be sure to confer with Liplu as I hammer out the details. It's time we went to see Zenahanu. He's proposed a magical spelunker tour in which visitors can marvel at the natural beauty of the world beneath our feet. The Cave Kitatola. There you are. We're starting to feel lonesome waiting for you to arrive. Let's get straight to it, shall we? Cave Kitakola is the source of many minerals and medicinal ingredients. For generations, it's been held as a sacred site of healing. Sure, visitors will be enamoured with the cave's natural beauty, but the route here from the village is long and arduous, and the interior is rather dark. I fear it might not be a suitable reward for the challenge of simply getting here. Given the cave's symbolic importance, I think it's a splendid idea. I think our customers will appreciate visiting a place that holds such a spiritual significance to the Hanu. Shenahanu mentioned that the Hanu come here to gather minerals and medicines. That sounds like it could make for an enjoyable activity for visitors to take part in. Imagine if they could have their findings made into souvenirs. The possibilities are endless. But as he said, the cave is somewhat remote. We can't discount the possibility of tour groups running afoul of fiends in the way here. Perhaps you'd better off reserving this course for more seasoned travellers. I must say, the two of you are full of fine ideas. I'm starting to get excited. Just give me a little longer and I'll have my plan ready. Well, with that, we've heard all three proposals from our guides. I'm sure you're tired after all the traipsing around, but let's get back to Okahanu, shall we? Right, let's pop back. Boom doo doo. This is the end of it, is it? Fucking hope so. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time, but you helped address the guide's worries and brought some excellent suggestions to the table. While we were out there, a question I've been pondering came to mind. What exactly is it that we're selling with the Turali Travel Agency? It's not as simple as peddling produce or providing a service. If we're unsure, we'll have a hard time enticing customers. For the longest time, I couldn't pinpoint the answer, but hearing those proposals made it clear, or made it crystal clear. We're in the business of inferior experiences. It is our responsibility to curate every moment of a visitor's stay and ensure they leave wonderful memories that last a lifetime. That way, our customers will be sure to fall in love with Kozamaku and its people. practically hear my inner abacus clacking away. Provided we hold fast to our principles and remember that we're here to serve our customers above all else, I'm confident they'll have no qualms about parting with their hard-earned pell. The Turali Travel Agency will be synonymous with experiences both exceptional and unforgettable. I'll have to drive that message home when I promote our enterprise in the capital. Then there's the matter of making sure the benefits outweigh the burdens of the Hanu. There's so much to do. Before all that, how about we take a look at our soon-to-be-built base of operations near Dock Poga. Knowing my brother and Wakuvu, I dare say they've made remarkable progress already. What's this? An intrepid new enterprise. I'm on a tube to Dock Poga. Really? Thought I had everything here. Am I perhaps mistaken? I also thought I discovered everything the moment I learned to fly. Apparently they're ready to start construction, the blueprints have been finalised and all the materials are to hand. Once the work is finished, the countdown really begins. Here's hoping for satisfied customers and more importantly, happiness for all involved, be they Hanu, Pelu or adventurer extraordinaire. It's so wonderful to have you on board, let's work together and make this a stunning success. What do you say we get this thing built? Nice. So wonderful and colourful. With construction work on Turali Travel Agency complete, Liplu and her associates have their eyes set on establishing Kozumaokas as a top tourist destination. Yet a host of challenges remain before their goals can be realised. As special advisor, it is your duty to offer support and guidance as they embark on this exciting new enterprise. Nice! Quests are now available for Jubilee at Dock Poga. Furthermore, you may now purchase wares from Pavili. You've learned the emote. Ukulele. Oh, Killy. Oh, a mender. Why are you showing me the reputation? Yes, I'm aware. Palplume Exchange. What are you offering? Matter, Geisha Greens at the moment. Tyria. Oh, is it just materia? Huh. Can't imagine why I wasn't attuned. Right, so otherworldly experience. Thank you for coming. Truth be told, I was unsure if I was right to call on you, but the troubles we now face cannot be overcome with our strength alone. It all began when we found a fallen traveller in the sky deep sea note. For a mercy, his wounds were not life-threatening. His kind is not a common sight in these lands, tall and slender of build with pointed ears. He has yet to awaken, but speaks in his sleep of strange things that make little sense to us. It was our hope that you might recognise something in his ramblings, or perhaps even jog his memory once he regains consciousness. Might you be willing to speak with him? Milalja, the traveller, stirs. Very good, if you would be so kind as to bring him here. Should we not go to him if he's been unconscious? Why are we now dragging him because he's awoken? The guy literally ran to us to tell us to run back to grab him, to run back here. Poor soldier didn't need to go that far. We're glad to see you awake and in good health besides. May I ask your name, traveller? My name? I'm sorry, I can't remember. It would seem the fall has affected his memory. In any case, his presence here is a complete mystery to us. His armour the only hint as to whence he came. Does anything about him strike you as out of the ordinary? To be fair, the armour set's not that bad. Not much different from any other Elezen I've met, or would that be Eldite? Elezen, Eldite, no, that's not quite right. I remember. I'm an elven adventurer. And you're Mamulja. Could it be I've come to Mamook? Wait, if I'm in Mamook, then I must have been taken prisoner. You so readily believe us enemies. Perhaps he comes from a land unfamiliar with our customs across the salt. Maybe he came from Alexandria. No way to know for certain, in which case. Lalja, we must gather our strongest fighters at once. Why, what's happened? Gululjaja's shade has returned. It's been sighted near Gokdrak Descent. Akuljaja has engaged the apparition, but I fear the worst. The vow of Resolve's companion from the feet of the Brotherhood, I suspect you would understand the graveness of this situation better than most. In recent days, the late Dawn Servant Shade has been seen wandering the woods of Yaktil. I have reason to believe it was invoked in like manner to the one used in the feat. Only a privileged few of the Bonwas should be privy to the knowledge required to perform the rite. The culprit will be found in time, but we've a more pressing matter at hand now. We must hurry and inform the Landsguard. Akul'Jada requires reinforcements. The Dawn Servant shared. I fear he may not hold out until the guard assembles. I could go right now. I am loath to ask you a favour, but would you aid Akul'Jada in this battle? With your debt. Gokdrak descent is to the west of here. Please go and help my son. Akul'Jada. Okay, not quite sure what was with the Bruce Lee stance, but there we go. When the fuck did I get the crab? When did I get the crab? The fuck is this thing? Oh, Hall of the Novice isn't updated. I forgot about that. Mount Guide. Big shell. Huh. Yeah, right. Grand. Not sure where I got it from or why, but we have it. It exists now. Hey. Where away is this? Oh, you're completely the other side. Miles away. Absolutely fucking riveting. Thank you for holding on for me. Fuck, I didn't mean to go that far. Seems a lot less shade and a lot more real. Pathetic, and you dare call yourselves blessed siblings. Not bad, you might actually prove a challenge. If you've come to help, best stay on your guard, he's not alone. lovely. Lol, we're at the exact same point. Oh, good. What's this? Another monster in need of slaying? Don't worry, I'll send them packing. Here I go. Nullifying drop kick. Ah, he borrowed a sword and shield. I can explain why, but... I can't explain why, but something told me I had to be here. Not bad at all, but it'll take more than a couple of tourists to stop me. Taurus, are you daft, girl? You can speak, a shame you don't seem to have any manners. The name's Prish. You do well to remember it. Prish. Ah, looks like I win. Okay. Why do we look like deck clauses? She playing Fallout 4? One tourist down, one to go. I hope you're ready. At ease, Prish. We've seen to our task. Come. Whatever you say, old mate. Oh, Mia, what's she talking about? Prish, wait, please, don't go. I'm guessing word of the Dawn Servant Shade is what brought you here. I don't know what that girl has to do with all this, but clearly she's aligned with whoever summoned them. The way remains open, though there's no telling where it leads. Even so, they can't be allowed to return. We've a duty to protect this forest, and I'll not see it torn apart by some two-headed imposter. Let's hurry after them, brother. Watch over that one, won't you? Prish, what's happened to you? How we doing, Penny? How's the day treating you? Tis indeed, tis indeed. Everything's still hazy, but I recall fighting alongside that girl. We were comrades in arms, I think. But something was clearly wrong with her. She not only mistook me for a monster, but she called her two-headed companion Olmia. The Olmia I know is an Elvan woman, a far cry from the reptilian fiend we encountered. Something dark has taken hold of her, clouded her mind. I have to go and clear distraught pain. You're not going anywhere with those wounds. But she needs me. You would go in my stead. I know not how to thank you. Doing well. Only popping in to say hi. I don't want spoilers until I get to play for myself. No, very understandable. Very understandable. Will you get time later to do it for yourself? I recognise that look. The eyes of a man who's seen more than their fair share of battle. Despite what Prish has done, she was a dear friend to me. I'm fairly certain. Yes, later tonight. Have care, friend. There's no telling what lies beyond that portal. I'll talk to you later, Penny. Mind yourself. Send us a message when you're free and available. You know, the first walk now accessible. You know. Reward item per week from completing duties in the most recent raid. The instance you're awarded an item from the loot list, you relinquish your right to vie for all remaining items, regardless of whether you select greed or need. Oh, I thought there was no limit on the Alliance raids. I thought that was the point this turn around. Huh. Or maybe it's the token points you can go for, rather than the items themselves. Or maybe it's the opposite way around. Maybe it's the items but not the tokens. Oh, I don't know. How far are you done now, Poyo? Unlocked it, but we're on light. Oh, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. You get 115.20 for that. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. I'm assuming this might not take 10 minutes. Or 5 minutes. Did not mean to hit my fucking Windows key. It was not on the books at all. I can't be arsed taking the time to be trying to go over to light to do it. Especially when I can literally just join the duty finder. Rude as fuck, but sure. Okay, I'll go. Give me a second. Where on light are ye? You really stopped me logging out. How dare you? Have you already filled the spot? Have you already filled the spot, Poyo? Of course not. We're 6. Oh, why are you saying you've only got... Oh shit, I haven't changed my fucking thing, have I? Oh, that must be all the new settings. I didn't ask go to Sagittarius. Why did you not give me a proper choice? Fucking crap baskets. Why do I do that every time? I've already said, unable to return to homeworld this time. Please wait before attempting to return again. For fuck's sake. Ugh. Okay. I'll just do it that way then. I don't know why I went by the worst way possible. At least I'm already on the light, I can probably just jump from there. If it doesn't take the next 4 hours. Do. Okay, back home. Nothing like being an absolute pain in the ass. Right, there we go. Did it properly this time. I'm very sure you're on alpha. Okay, now I'm here. Thank you for waiting, Poyo. What's the mount prices like of this server? Well, we have time. Oh, exceptional. Oof, oof, oof. Some of these prices are quite extortionate. Oh, you're 0. Wonder how long this queue is gonna take. Why do I need to piss again? Like, what is wrong with me? What is happening? Okay. Bit rude. Who knows, maybe eventually this will start. Amazing. Jesus Christ. How you doing, Taz? Welcome home. Hope the journey was safe. We might not wipe at all. Look at the beauty. The beauty. So beautiful. And there's so many of you being all beautiful. It's a shame this has to preclude the wiping and the fear. But let's remain excited until the fear sets in. See what the music has got for us.
Careful. That girl is stronger than she looks.
Damn, we jumping in straight away. Nice.
How about we start with a big fat knuckle sandwich?
Absolute size of the lifts on her shoes. She's already tall enough. What does she need the lifts for? What is she compensating for? Because it's clearly not the damage.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Okay, we've seen this, so we know it.
Bam! Is that all you've got? Wait for it. Wait for it.
We're waiting.
Bam!
Shit. Alright, I get it. Stand the purple.
No buying drop kick to your fat head.
No, she's being really fucking mean. And she's putting a lot of effort into that. So you're going that way.
By the light of the dawn. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, we're just getting started. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
No, no, no. Can I nail this properly, please?
Auroral uppercut. Man, is that all?
Bit
I
more
was just
difficult when
working
it
up
gives
an
you like
appetite.
6 different launch patterns.
Behold, the blessed power of Altana.
And I died anyway, apparently. You know, I somehow think you were right
So
about
am I.
the wipes. I think you might have been right.
You ready for this? Wait for it. Wait for it. Open your eyes. This should do it. Take this and that and one of these.
This is rather painful looking.
Now we're having a party.
Right, okay.
Time to get serious.
Really? Probably because I decided to start mashing straight away.
Wait for it.
Nah, your face is rather painful looking. How dare you? I will remember this slight. The attack on my heart that you've just given me. I shall remember.
I'm not done yet.
Alright, I should probably wait for Transcendence to be a bit of use to me before I do anything.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Wait a minute. Is it to do
Open
with...
your eyes!
Get up. There we are.
You can't
Maybe
stop
I can
the flood of
survive.
mortal existence. Eat this!
Prestige a little Irishman, prestige a little Irishman. Let's go and hydrate. Thank you, Yoshi. I shall hydrate.
Take this and that and one of these.
How you doing, dude? How's the day treating you? How you feeling? How you doing?
Wait for it.
God damn it. How did that fucking still go wrong?
This wasn't how it was supposed to go.
Doing good, finished work now, resting, how are you? I'm not too bad. Enjoying my day.
First,
How was work? How is the new job?
the only way out is forward.
Try on. Kind of
There's
cool
no
looking.
telling where this leads, but it's
7,
better than
20.
staying here. A forest, huh?
Oh, this looks kind of cool. Item comparison.
Go.
And 7
We'll look after the
10s.
girl.
Need. One thing per week, remember. Well, I got something off her. But is it
What
one
is
thing
that?
from the whole place, or is
Some
it one
kind
thing
of
per
full
boss?
arbitral?
Per the whole place? Except the stuff at the end.
On your guard. I sense something up ahead. Something big.
One outfit piece per week.
A dragon.
Yeah,
But
so it's the
surely
tone.
it's no
So it is the
match for
tone,
you.
or the fucking, what's the word? Trying to say totems. What is the word I'm looking for? Or is it just tomes? Whatever, the currency. The currency. It's like we were supposed to have to grind out something in this, weren't we? It's definitely Canadian rubles, trust me. Look, I don't mind that as long as there's an exchange rate on those. And now I'm fucking dead. Brilliant. And goes me and most of Alliance C. How you doing as well, Nicola? How's the day treating you? No grind needed. Doing great, woke up dizzy, called in sick for work. Oh, Jesus. I hope you're doing alright. Damn, these healers are way better than the ones I had. What we do with Poyo? Oh shit, I'm awake, I didn't even realise. I didn't even realise I rezzed. I think it's just flu foreplay. That is... What a way to phrase that. It's just a flu having a bit of foreplay with me. Oh, fuck me. Am I supposed to go back into the tornado? Nope. Nope. Was it the red? You supposed to aim for the red? I don't think you actually died. Did I just think I died and stood there? I couldn't think of a better way to phrase it. Don't ever think of a better way to phrase it. Flu foreplay is perfect. Never change. This boss is an asshole. Line C's almost been wiped out as well again. I am dying for a piss. Gotta ask how many wipes so far. We haven't wiped, but I have died a metric fuck ton. Oh, okay, so concussion is why I was having an issue. I'm not actually dead. That's probably what I got the last time. When I did it, we wiped once. What boss did you wipe on? Fucking wins. Per boss. Oh, Jesus, really? Oh, I got launched. I don't know how to aim. Like, am I supposed to aim that? What am I supposed to do? Just don't stand in it. I would, but half the time it's spawning with me in it, and I'm being launched. Transcendence, don't fail me now. Oh no. I think we're stacking markers. Oh god. Maybe not. I'm not against this ending now. I am not against it. I hate everything that stands for.
Teleportation magic.
Everything.
Brace yourselves.
That went well. Speak for yourself. I died to every mechanic.
So
Alright, I need to go and do the last of the whole the novice stuff. I need to do it soon as well.
Floating ruins.
Do whatever the new stuff is. Okay, so it is just one piece of gear. That's fucking... Ouch. Ooh, letter-bound memo.
There's something about that big tower.
Why are you being such a bastard already? What did we do to deserve this kind of treatment? Oh, I need to take a drink for you as well, Yoshi. I wouldn't say it's hydration though, it is a Dr. Pepper.
Five of them? This should be interesting.
Okay. I've also been enjoying the new Dragon Age writing put aside. A mate of mine's been playing it. He's been enjoying it as well. Again, writing put aside.
You shall be burned by the rage that controls you.
Oh, I get it. ABC. Who am I with? A. This is nice enough to mark. What the hell killed me? Writing feels like a Disney movie. It does from what I've seen. It feels very forced.
You shall be consumed by the
Lots of points written in that don't need to be written in. You've got your old mature character, the misunderstood edgy teenager, and the happy character. Ooh, a tri-wave.
Rage cleaves.
Alrighty then.
Cowardice dismembers.
Whatever she just said. Also, in a move I did not see coming, the choices of past games don't matter yet. A lot of characters from past games appear in it. Yeah, they appear, but they don't really have much to do in it, do they? From what I've heard and seen.
You shall be smothered by the arrogance that consumes you.
It's just a typical nowadays thing. We can make this better than the last ones, but they pay no homage to the last ones. I wouldn't count it as a Dragon Age game, it's just an action RPG with some story segments. That's how I would feel about it.
You shall be defeated by the apathy that plagues you.
Okay.
Envy engulfs. Cowardice dismembers.
Makes sense. The previous lead writer's no longer a BioWare. Nope. And they're not willing to take risks. Dragon Age is supposed to be dark and gritty, but it just looks colourful and Disney movie-ish. I'm waiting for my friend to finish it before I have any thoughts on playing it myself. What fucking killed me that time? Why am I standing with people and I'm the one dying? Don't think I've heard a single knife here in my 30 hours of playing, and you won't.
You shall be consumed by the cowardice that binds you.
You're not going to hear a single mention. It's all safe writing. Don't want to do anything that might shock you. You know, anything that you liked about the old games.
Cowardice dismembers.
Okay.
Well fought.
Nice. Can't wait to see the gear that I can't go near.
Our next destination.
Have I got 720 already? I think I
No
got
doubt
720
a warm
already.
reception awaits us.
Yeah, I've already got 720.
Let's
Nice.
go and have a look. What? Why only you?
At least the companions are bearable. That is not a sentence you want to hear. Even if they are glorified yes men. Yeah, because what more do they want? They want it to be an easily written game of just yes people. Let's follow you around. The person that doesn't matter. Okay. I think I've seen a single someone lost appreciation of me. No, they probably won't. They wouldn't want to make you feel bad.
Come, mortals. Allow me to show you the depths of my
Except for one
hatred
spoiler quest, but
and
that's an
your
impossible
folly.
situation where you can't do anything. Oh, so they just writ it into the story instead. They just wrote it in there.
I cannot die! Not until I have eradicated you and your kind from this world!
Okay.
The land trembles before my might!
It would appear that my cats are stirring.
Frail mortals! I will tear your flesh and crush your bones!
Oh, this is so wildly confusing. They write into the story an option that either makes it so you can't get the best ending or you can't romance a character. Why? Which the fact that there is a best ending is concerning. That is concerning. What's the point of writing in a choice where you lock yourself out of either or?
Flames of hatred! Oh, how they burn! There will be naught left of man but smoke and ash!
Why is there a choice between romancing a character and having the best ending? I think they'll probably remove not being able to romance the character. Yeah, because that just sounds really fucking stupid.
Let the fires
Really fucking
rise
stupid.
and rage!
No. Oh, it worked out.
Kneel before me! Your demise shall portend the extinction of Altana's vile progeny!
Kneel before Zod. Oh god, no, great. Wait, I thought the entire point of Dragon Age was to try and get into people's pants, also something to do with dragons. Basically, yeah. It is supposed to be a game where you spend most of the time romancing everyone. It shouldn't have much of an effect on the ending. But here we are, them trying to add some modicum of personal choice. And it's a stupid choice.
This insult, I will scour it away with your blood. Give up your painful strivings. Give in to the darkness of oblivion. Your funeral dirge has begun. Its mournful notes sing of your demise. Wretched filth, return to the
What
feculent soil that birthed
is
you.
going on? Dragon Age has been a monogamous game for as long as it's existed. What's the point of choice if I can't choke on Daddy's girth? Exactly! What is the point? Oh, this is going to be a tricky one. Oh, damn. Upside is I passed the mechanic without being hit.
Quenches the
Praise
candle
me.
of your trivial existence.
Shit. Oh shit! Damn it! Didn't get past that one.
Can your vaunted justice withstand the brunt of the deepest rancor and wrath?
Gotta be honest, Lunar Bahamut looks kinda cool. What is the hell going on around us? How you doing, Magix? How you doing? There's a hole out here, isn't there? There is. Oh god, really?
I will crush you like the insects you are!
Yeah. Crush me, daddy, crush me. Oh, so that's the tell for the half-room cleave. Yeah, some tell. Ow. Ow. I'm not dead at least. That's something.
I will not fall. I will.
I don't know if it's a good thing or not.
Until the fires of wrath
You're good, I'm very glad to hear it. How have you been? How are you keeping? Fuck nuggets. Oh, wait, hold on. Thanks, boyo. Oh, that was nice of it. Oh, that's a lot of them. Oh, shit. Cat had babies. Oh, congratulations. I'm going to refer to you as Cat Daddy. Or is it too soon?
The land trembles before my might!
Hot damn. Oh shit, lads, I think we all went the wrong way.
Kneel before me! Your demise shall portend the extinction of Altana's vile progeny!
Oh, thank God. Limit break. Oh, thank God. It's over. The heinous torture is over. We might not have wiped, but I think I've died like 3 times the first one. I died 8 times in the second one, so that's fucking 11. I then died 3 times in Christ, I've died over 15 times. The hell? Hot damn it. You did it now and you get to do it once a week for the foreseeable future. We believe. Yoink. Yoink. I'm using scribe in an unfamiliar format. I never understand these. I don't know what you do with them. I'm not allowed to need or greed on these, am I? Nope. Fuck, I'll just need the cards. Pass them out if someone doesn't get them. Dun 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 dun. Oh, there's the Ordell coin. Is that the coin that you're able to grind out? Music scrolls can be played in your house or apartment in the zoo. Yeah, but what about the faded ones? What about those ones? You only get one coin per week. Then what the fuck were they on about able to grind out? You have to craft them. Oh, okay. It's hard to do Savage Alliance Rage Road to grind out. What was it? Faded ones are crafted stuff. Welcome to a Faded Shade world. I mean, you can grind out the 24-man Savage thingy. Oh, okay, so that's what that is. That's fine. That's what I was wondering. Are you alright? She's merely sleeping. It remains to be seen if she'll give us a fight when she wakes. Ah, she stirs. To be fair, that is quite a sight to behold. A two-headed lizard trying to take a bite out of me, huh? Scrawny thing like you would barely make a snack. Besides, we don't eat people. Sorry, I'm a little on edge. If you've no quarrel with us, we've none with you. We only wish to talk. They really be trusted. Well, we're in your homeland and we haven't murdered you yet, so I think we're kind of trusty. Should know better than to judge people based on their appearance. Wait, is that the one race where mostly weirdos play it? Fucking what? It's fine, we're an intimidating specimen. I'm Prish, by the way, nice to meet you. You mean the elf or the two-headed lizard? Because you can't be the two-headed lizard. No, the person you're talking to. Only weirdos play Elezen. There's not that many Elezen around, weirdly. There's much of this we don't understand, but what we do understand is the battle is won. For now, at least. What would have otherwise been a struggle proved the decisive victory against the Dawn Servant, Shade, and the rest of those fiends. That is to say, in their Final Fantasy XIV race where only weird people play it, are we on about Lalafels? Has it broken out? Me, my girlfriend plays Elezen and she is pretty weird. Oh, that makes sense. There you go. Thank you for your help, Rathian. Both Elezen and Lala. Shush, all of you. And what does that say? What were your names again? Rathian and Bakuljaja, right? Or Bakuljaja. You look like a whom. More importantly, you look like the adventuring type. If you're done with the small talk, would you mind explaining why you attacked us? What in the world are you talking about? Don't play the fool with us. You were spouting nonsense about us being Taurus and nearly killed a man in your rampage. Well, I do recall fighting Taurus not long ago to protect Ulmia. Ulmia. I would know my alt is a Lalafell. Friend of hers, you say. That's all well and good, but she was addressing Galujaja's shade with that name. Incantations needed to summon it are said to be based on a much older magic, one capable of clouding people's minds. If our enemy is skilled enough to summon Galujaja, stands to reason such tricks are not beyond them. Meaning young Prish here was likely tricked into believing the shade was this Ulmia person. So it was all an illusion then. Starting to come back to me, there was someone who warned me that a dear friend needed my protection. Tataru origin. He was blue like your left head. He gave me these bizarre weapons. Blue like me. Usually fight with my fists, but didn't think twice to accept what they gave me. I suppose our magic's to blame. In any case, I hope the real Ulme hasn't been dragged into all this. Could you tell us anything about the one you thought was Ulmia? Where they may be hiding, perhaps? Would that I could, but when I got here, I was all by my lonesome. Here being where exactly? Juno, at least. I think this is Juno. There was never anything like that here before. Mostly empty, but there were a few people lingering about. If you know where to look, maybe they can tell us something. Go up, Prish, and see what you can learn of this place and the whereabouts of that shade. We'll remain here and keep watch on this rift. Right, I'm going to be back in a moment. I need to go for a quick piss. One moment. Yeah, I'm back. Overwatch Classic? The fuck? What's the point of Overwatch Classic? Why go bringing this back now? What are they hoping for? Why is my cat tearing the shit out? Would you fucking stop, lad? Oh, he's stuck. Let me help you. Get a bit closer. Just let me help you. Oh, okay, I got you. Nope. I know. Move closer. Pull him, dumbass. Team, work as a team. There we go. Almost fucking declawed himself. Like an idiot. Yeah. Poking with Roadhog access the map. It's an event. They did it again. Sent it to you before in DC. Oh, you did. Oh, Eliza P as well. Nice. This Blizz lost all their inspiration at this point. I want to say it's debatable, but it fucking may well be, unfortunately. I think it is one of those things. It's unfortunate, but it does exist. Right, let's continue on. Right then, let's have a look around. Oh, and we should probably stop by the Tenshodo as well. It's in the back of Neptune's Spire, across the way from the fountain. Okay. So Diablo Classic when? You have Diablo 2. Oh good, I was hoping to run into you two. I don't wish to be overly forward, but why were you speaking with that Mamul-Ja earlier? More importantly, what was it doing here? They would never dare venture beyond the shores of Araja unless, my gods, has Galuja laid siege to Ath-Urgan? Is Shuno next to fall? Don't know anything about sieges or invasions, but the Mamul-Ja over there is a friend of mine. There ain't nothing for you to worry about. Poor man's probably more confused than we are about all this. Also, look on that shitty screenshot for some nice leaks. Shitty screenshot. Or Polaris. Renko. Well, if it's Polaris, then that would mean that it is Ciri. I wouldn't be wholly against that. That'd be pretty cool. I've only visited Yuno a handful of times when I needed a place to lay low, and maybe I licked my wounds once or twice. I always enjoyed my time here, though. Met quite a few interesting people along the way. You know, aren't you? I can tell by the way you were taking in the sights. The city was built upon Heaven's Bridge, connecting the two great continents of Quen and Mandatia. You'll find there's an upper and lower level of port and the administrative plaza of Relude Gardens. At least you would have before all ways in and out of Lord Huno appear to be blocked or cut off. The situation here is worse than I thought. Token exchange. Sheet music exchange. Right, so that's what you give him in. Right, so they're not crafting. Just pick him up and hand him to this guy. Alright, entrance to Tenshodo. Is it not blocked off? Because you've rope and all that shit across here. We press against the wall but refuses to budge. Won't open? Then I guess we won't be meeting Alda. He's head of the Tenshodo. When the world's in danger, he's always there to lend me a hand. Reminds you of my friends, the Scions. I'm assuming Tenshodo is the elven guy. Fans, eh? They sound like a competent lot. Unfortunately, we're on our own here. Thrifty Shade. Well, I thought I knew all the humans who travel here of late. Where are you from, stranger? Names of Lamens, I can't say I've heard of it. Most folks passing through hail from Sanordia, Bostock or Winsterst. Considering the present state of Huno, though, seems strange as becoming a common occurrence. I'd be lying if I said I'd heard of our homeland either, but that's not important right now. At times like this, we need to know who can be trusted. Whatever's happening here, these people are just as bewildered as we are. We should go back and find Bakuljaja, see if he's noticed anything. Turned at last with answers, I hope. We're truly in this Huno, as she says, but I've travelled all over Tyrol and never heard of Huno, or Sandorea, or any of these other places. What in Altana's name is Tyrol? I thought all you Mamajal are from Aralja. Priest, you're alright. It's you, the tank, I'm sure. Oh, thanks for caring, I guess. And who are you, exactly? He was the one who asked me to go and look for you. Appreciate the concern, but I've never seen him before in my life. How can you say such a thing? I mean, you do look like the sort I might know, but I'm drawing a blank. What was the name, mister? My name is... You must be the one they found wounded in the Sky Deep Cenote. Well, we have to call you something. How about... Alxel? Or Ashel? Vagabond, the Mamajul tongue. Though it may be closer to adventurer and Rathian's Eorzean nicely chosen, brother. Does have a rather nice ring to it. Ashel it is. So where are we, exactly? You know, or at least a close approximation. Surely you remember this place, don't you? Does feel familiar. What's so special about this place anyway, and where did that damn shade get off to? None of this makes any sense. My, what a vexing predicament. Have we met him before? Yes, we have. Hey, that's the one that put me under a spell, I'm sure of it. So the Bonwa sycophant yet lives. What are you doing here? As you found me in a generous mood, I thought I might enlighten you as to the nature of this place. That is why you've come, isn't it? Alright, Seralja. The young lady is correct. This is the Grand Duchy of Huno. We really are in Huno, and yet something about it feels so off. I never said this is the real one. It's an imitation, a rather convincing one, I might add, which I created based on visions of another world. You built this? Well, I did. While you and yours were holding the Dawn Servants' coronations, Zeralja and I ventured into the gate of the Golden City. Everything was proceeding as planned. The gate's key was in our possession, the power to reshape the world within our grasp, or so I thought. In the eyes of the resilient sun, I was but a useless tool to be cast aside. By all rights, I should have died when he struck me down, but once the chamber was empty, the gate still open, I saw my chance. What I found when I dragged myself across the threshold was an emptiness, space beyond time. It was there in this dark expanse I beheld another world. That world was called Vanadil. Why does it look so fucking empty? What a load of rubbish, as if anyone would believe that everything and everyone here is still more than one of your toys. Yes, they're made from cubes. The people are cubes! The cubes are people! He turned to stone. As I said, everything you see here is of my creation. Much like we fashioned a phantom of Galulja for the feet of the Brotherhood, I was able to use our ceremonial tools to breathe life into my visions of Vanadiel. Under normal circumstances, my conjurings only have strength enough for a brief clash. With that stone, however, my magics are capable of so much more. Isn't that what Zeralja used to build his army? Electrope, he called it. Electrope, you say? You know its name, then I trust you also know these stones are possessed of immense power, power enough for my creations to persist for as long as I please. Fortunate then that the world between worlds was filled with structures made from electrope, more than I could ever hope for. Wait, everything we see here, everything we believed was from Vandiel, is of your making, then am I? Gods, that would mean I am as well. You? Yes, well, trivial thread in the tapestry of my grand designs. What a wondrous weave it will be, made possible by the endless possibilities gleaned in that walk of echoes. The memories buried here, those remnants of echoes, will shape my dreams into reality. I once believed that dream laid in the resilient sun, but that bastard is dead to me by my hand. Taral will have the greatest ruler the world has ever known. I made an admirable start, but my work is far from finished. Very soon I will draw upon the echoes once more to summon the greatest beings of Vandiel, and their strength will be made one with this magnificent shade. The reason and resolve which built the nation of Tirial matched with the uncompromising tyranny that commanded the mammal jaw of that world. If you won't listen to reason, then maybe you'll listen to my fists. That's a spirit. My preparations will take time, of course, but when I'm ready, you can be certain I will call upon you to bear witness to my greatness. Damn it all. Just when I thought things couldn't become more complicated, making sense of Alexandria was trouble enough, but now we have this Vandiel to deal with as well. I can only imagine how Prish and Exile must be feeling. What do you do when your very existence is called into question? Try as I might, I can recall nothing of my past, refutes Seralja's claims. Prish, on the other hand, seems to know everything of her past and who she is, yet to be told the memories of her life are not her own. I can only imagine how she must feel. Now is not the time to be disheartened, at least not here. Anyway, I wouldn't trust anything made by Seralja to be safe for long. Or to remain functional. Let's return to Mamook while we still can. My mother will want to know of what we've seen here. We homeward bound. I'll accept that teleport. Wait, why would I go to Turi? Am I an idiot? I think I'm an idiot. Oopsies. Ah, here we go. There you are. I thought you should be the one to explain what happened out there in the Actil. Not simply from another territory, but another world entirely. That explains much of the initial confusion between us. My apologies for any trouble I may have caused, and thank you for taking me in. Different worlds, and yet we seem to have so much in common. I cannot help but wonder what it is that links the two together. What indeed? You mistook us for Mamuja of the Vandiel when we first met. May I ask what they're like? Nothing at all like you and yours, even if they do bear a striking resemblance. There was a time when all the peoples of Vandiel, the Mamuja included, knew peace. But a tyrant possessed of a terrible power claimed rulership over the Mamuja and turned them against us. Before we realised it, we were at war. Tale similar to ours in a way. The rare few of us born with two heads grow to be immensely powerful. That power was used to justify our preeminence over all others. That is not who we are anymore. We can be better than our forebears. We will be better. All of our hard work will be for nothing if Seralja succeeds in seizing the throne. Well, you're not one for aid in stopping him, I promise you that. Oh, keen to lend a hand, are you? You don't need to know who I am to know the right thing to do. My blade is yours, and my honour as an adventurer of Vandiel will put an end to Seralja's schemes. If he were here, I'm sure he'd have done the same. Right then. We can worry about whether or not I'm real another day. I'm not going to stand around and let the Seralja piss all over the memories of my home. So you can count me in too. Don't think you can convert about us. This all started in the Actil and we have a duty to keep our forest safe. Seralja left us without a trail to follow, but it's only a matter of time before he reveals himself to challenge Rathian once more. If you're to be ready, I think it prudent the two of you learn more of our world. An excellent idea, brother. We should start with Turlial and to see our own preparations while we're there. If you would meet us at the dirigible landing, we'll see Prish and Axel to Turlial. Or the Ashel. Okay, now I'll teleport. Teleportable. Those balloon-powered airships are really something. I didn't expect the flight to be so smooth. So this is Turlial. Before I forget, I couldn't help but notice how much you seem to know about me. Is there anything else you remember? I'm afraid I don't, and as you don't recognize me either, perhaps we weren't acquaintances after all. What I know of you is likely overheard in a tavern somewhere, patrons sharing stories of your famed exploits. See, well, I'll leave it at that then. Now, where to begin? Or would it not be wise to first apprise the Landsguard of what's happened, or would you prefer another stern lecture from the Vow of Reason? Oh, it's gonna rip off our tail. Fine. Yes. Yes, some tail whippings. You keep them occupied while they see to the Landsguard, maybe take them to eat or something. I know, take them to Aunt Teal's to sample her tacos. Here, that first meal of yours we spoiled. Just so we're clear, we're not expecting to earn your forgiveness. No amount of good deeds will ever undo our past, but there's always time to build a better future. When you get there, tell her we sent you. She'll see that they're taken care of. Until's tacos, eh? Let me guess, they serve tacos. Oh, I can hardly wait. I ate tacos all the time back home. Though I suppose it wouldn't hurt to take a more scenic route. Maybe something along the way will help jog Ashel's memory. I'm now accompanying you. Leave your companions behind. Fuck's sake, why is there so much to this? Why am I giving you a tour? I'm not from here. Oh, maybe all the tutorials just reset. Is that what this is? Ah, here we go. And you must be Aunt Teal. Bakuja recommended we sample your tacos, so we'll have 3 of your finest, please. Bakul just sent you. Did he? Take a seat. I'll be right over with a tray of our world-famous fare. Tacos at long last, how I've waited for this moment. Oh, nothing could match the rich flavour of our tacos back home, but the spicy seasoning of this meat is something else. Eat as many as you'd like. Frisch is taking the lead, but we won't be outdone, surely. Phew, I couldn't eat another bite. Thanks for treating us. It was almost like a taste of home. Seeing as we still have a little extra time to ourselves, care to hear more about Vanadil? Okay. 20 years ago, the land was gripped by a terrible conflict. The Crystal War, they called it, and it wasn't long before my home, Tavnazia, was drawn into the struggle. During their assault on the peninsula, the Beastmen launched a weapon so powerful it sundered the land, connecting us to the mainland. Those who survived fled to Tavnazian safehold. It wasn't much, but we were able to piece together a modest living down in those caves. Sorry, I'm spoiling the mood, aren't I? You're an adventurer too, aren't you? Have any tales of daring you can share with us? Gather round the campfire, kids, while I blow your fucking minds. Traveling to other worlds and saving this one from the very embodiment of despair. Wait, really? You're not just an adventurer, you're a goddamn living legend? Technically, actually. A hero and living legend. Sorry for the wait. There was much to apprise the Landsguard of. As you well know, that Seralja was behind the stolen relics, and the sightings of Galujija was understandably difficult for them to hear. And yet there are others enticed by the rumours of a strange portal in the woods. I've heard some foolhardy treasure seekers have even gone off looking for it. Dangerous thought, knowing Seralja could show up at any time with more of those echoes. Which is why I'm going back to Yuna to make sure our people stay out of there. If you're going, then so are we. It beats sitting around waiting. Those tacos were bloody brilliant. There's nothing better than good food and good company to pass the time. With that, we had time to show you more of Tulial, but we can't afford to have anyone wandering about in Yuno. Then let us make haste to Yaktail. Yaktil. God fucking damn it. Is there any bloody reason for me to follow along? Ah, nicely gets the heartbeat moving further up. Only speak for myself, but the idea of running headlong through a mysterious rift to God's nowhere in search of treasure seems absurd. Tyrol has no shortage of legends like the City of Gold to inspire would-be treasure seekers. No risk is too great if they believe their dreams can be realised. Efforts better spent on a more honest living, I'd say. Walking the noble path like you, brother. In any case, whoever we find in there, we have to get them out quickly. Is this a door or... When I jumped through the rift, I was expecting a dungeon or maybe elaborate, not whatever all this is. Dangerous and I need to leave, don't make me laugh. Not long ago I heard someone crowing in the streets about some rare stone they found. Something like that could be worth a fortune. I'm not going anywhere if there's riches just lying around for the taking. Dumbass. Never seen a city like this in Tyrol before. Dangerous to say, perhaps I should hold off on surveying further then. What a shame I happened upon a rather curious stone I hoped to take with me, but it was stolen by some Tonawatan brute. Without knowing the value of that stone, I can't say it's worth giving chase, but he ran off to the south if you mean to go after them. I'll be leaving now, if it's truly dangerous as you say. I hope you'll be leaving soon as well. Okay, I'm looking for some fancy trinkets too. Well, feast your eyes on this. We spoke with anyone who would listen, though a few were too stubborn to heed our warnings. Block of raw electrope. But how? Take it you're the one that found this? I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave with that stone. It's too dangerous. You certainly just hand it over. Bad, this isn't Tyrol. You have no authority here. I found it and I'm keeping it. This is for your own good. Put the stone down and walk away or else. Careful, brother. Lay a hand on him. And the vow of resolve will never let us hear the end of it. Ah, we're already in our debt as it is. Fine, you've come here to make your fortune, yes? Then let me pay you for it. That would certainly save me the trouble of finding a suitable buyer, but don't expect me to let it go for cheap. Couldn't help it over here you're selling an artifact found in these ruins. Whatever this gentleman's willing to pay, I assure you I can pay more. Great, just what we needed. What do you suppose we do now? Explaining the circumstances surrounding this place would likely take more time than we can afford. Of course. Why not hold an auction for the stone? An auction? That would certainly simplify matters. Save the trouble of bargaining with all the interested parties separately and incentivizes them to pay you handsomely. Lest this be outbid. Fine by me. But I'll only be accepting payment in gil. This money will be taking me overseas where I can finally live the life I've always wanted. God damn it. Yes. Do I have to talk for the whole thing? My throat's raw. Damn it. I may have your opening bids. Can you handle the bidding? We don't have much experience with auctions, but we do have coin you can use. Around 1 million gil saved up from our work with the Landsguard. Hopefully that'll be enough. On speaking with the Fletcher auction will begin, you may also speak with the other prospective buyers. Yeah, okay. Okay, how much are you going to buy for? Foreign merchants relieved me of my stock a few moons past, and it's a good thing they did. 1,500,000 gil, and I was forced to spend half of its preparation for this expense. Leave 750,000. No time for the back and forth of this bargaining nonsense. All I need is one bid to win the stone. Well, it's imperative that we recover the Electro, but wouldn't do to show your hand so early. Better be conservative with your bids. Staying just ahead of the competition. 750,000. Damn, I wish I had money to join in. Seems like fun. What's your offer? Oh, seems to go and outbid your competitors for the Electro while conserving your capital. Right then, how much will you start with? He's going to spend 750,000. $500,000 gil. Bold opening build, but I'm willing to bet that that's all you have. 560,000 gil. Half my savings gone. Surely they're close to conceding, right? Right, 700,000. How is anyone meant to compete with that? Damn it, I'm not leaving out that stone. 720,000 gil. I know he's 750,000 in the bid. By such a narrow margin, someone's reached their limit. 730,000. Finally, it's over. You have a knack for business dealings, Rathian. Maybe you were a merchant in another life. I should have just went with 1 million and went, fuck it, here we go. We're done. This looks to be all of it. Stone's yours. Well done, friend. Now let's have a look at that electrope. Ah, the presence. It feels familiar. The Shadow Lord. There's no mistaking the deep and bitter malice. The stone must have served as the heart of the Shadow Lord's echo. Was it being of pure hatred responsible for bringing about the Crystal War? It was part of the company that would eventually bring his reign of terror to an end. We help defeat the Shadow Lord? Alsham must have been there with him, but I don't remember ever hearing about that. How you doing, Lightborder? Welcome in, how are you? In any case, I'll hold on to the Electro. We should hurry back and speak with the Landsguard. The fuck does this lad want? Excuse me, but were you speaking of the Shadow Lord just now? There's more you wish to know. Perhaps I can be of help. I've heard a great many tales of the fiend from the bards who frequent the taverns here in Hino. I've been waiting over yonder near the fountain by the companions to arrive, but you're welcome to speak with me until they do. His armor's pretty sweet. Started playing the game a week ago now and I'm enjoying it a lot. Currently I'm level 23 in the MSQ. I'm glad to hear it. Very glad to hear it. What role did you pick? Most welcome offer, though there's much to be said for a first-hand encounter with the Echo in question. Perhaps we can revisit these tales another time after we've made it certain no more treasure hunters can readily gain entry. Let's return to Tullio and speak with the Landsguard. Rathian, come and meet us at the Bright Plume Post. And 30 levels and 2 jobs. Just got Crystals, Paladin, Monk. Oh, very nice. I got yourself a tank and a DPS. And only level 23 in the MSQ. You're doing very well. Okay, where did you want me to go? No, no. Just let me mount. The city's big enough. I want to get from point A to point B quicker. Plan is to level up 2 and maybe a 3rd job while I'm doing the story. That's the best plan. There'll be enough XP between it all to do that. Always keep them roughly the same level if you can. Or at least close to the same level as the MSQ itself. Once again, we're left with nothing but time on our hands until Seralja shows himself. I suppose there's no shortage of work to be done if we ask the Landsguard. Maybe better served exploring Tural, familiarising yourself with the land. It wouldn't do to find yourself lost when you're needed most. An honest to God's adventure, what a great idea. Come with me, Ashel. And you don't dare say you're not interested. Any self-respecting adventurer would jump at a chance like this. I'll not deny his suggestion piques my interest. We warn you now, though, the wilds of Tural are rife with danger. There's no place for the unprepared. I welcome the challenge. You can hardly count the number of times Vandiel's been visited by some world-ending calamity, but no matter how dire things may have seemed, we always found a way through together. I enjoy Gladi a lot so far. Monk seems fun. I think the Monk is my least favourite class. It is the least. Tank is in my top, or Paladin's in my top 10. This will be no different, I'm sure of it. There's nothing we can't do as long as we have each other. Maybe I'll try the Arcanist too. Do! Get yourself some long-range magic casters. Bandit adventurers barely met. United in the face of great peril, just like old times. Also the open world I'm in Shroud MSQ now with Sylphs etc. It is one of the nicer areas, though I prefer greener areas anyway, so I might be being a small bit biased on that. Our adventure is always so sentimental. Is that such a terrible thing? There are nicer areas though, so I will give you a heads up on that. Music the forest, me running alone there is all magical. Me and my chocobo. The beautiful thing is, once you get to the actual first expansion, everything improves by tenfold. It's the music, the layout, just the ambience in general. And the story. Ah, here he is. The moment we learn anything about Seralja's movements, I've asked him to contact you. So if you like it now, you're really, really going to like it once you hit level 50. No, 15 the MSQ. Complete. Meanwhile, in the Echo of Tulia, or Tulaya, Is this my next area for the Alliance raids? I haven't liked a game like this since many years back when I played Assassin's Creed 2 Trilogy with Ezio. Well, don't worry. This is going to take a lot longer. And I can't wait to get off my work and go home and log in to continue the story. There's no better feeling than that want to play a game. There really, really isn't. And you have a lot of hours ahead of you. A lot of hours. Soon we will slaughter them all. Is that not so, Sir Alja? Soon, my doll servant, very soon, there shall be none to stop you from taking your rightful place on the throne. Unfortunate for me, he lacks the wisdom of the true Dawn Servant. But if he will be made fit to rule, I must choose from the echoes carefully. Shadow Lord showed promise, but Vandiel is a land of rich history. I needn't settle for those who are but a blink of an eye in the annals of history. The strength of the ancients I will bring to Ral, or the whole world to its knees. I also can't wait to try the tanks Dark Knight and Gunbreaker. Gunbreaker is my favourite. Gunbreaker is my favourite. I do heavily enjoy the Dark Knight though. But I love myself a good Gunbreaker. I love them quite a lot. I like tanking, but I like damage. So I can't help myself. And Dark Knight's my second favourite. Wait, are we done? Was that it? I have a feeling Gunbreaker will be my main. I don't know why. I like its aesthetics. I just like the whole Gunbreaker job from like Final Fantasy VIII and even 13 and so on. I just really enjoy it. Seriously. Okay, so that's that done then. Excellent. So the next trip on the Apparandi is the main story itself, to continue that on. However, I'm not going to do that now because it's taken us so long to get through everything else. It's 6 PM now. I have to feed the cats. And I must go get dinner myself. So yeah, right. I'm actually just going to leave it there. What day is today? Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow work. Have to get rent and all that jazz after it. Probably change the tires. It's also Thursday. Yeah, right. So what I'll do is I'll be back Friday. I'll give it a few days to cool off because I have things to do. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave that here. I'll leave it here for the moment and then I will be back Friday. Probably around the same time. And then we'll get into it and then we'll finish off the main storyline itself. And then I think we've cleaned up this patch for the time being and then we can go work on other things. Yeah, we'll do that. So thanks for popping in, guys. It's been wonderful. You've all been lovely. Thanks for keeping me some bit sane today. Lord knows I needed it. And I'll be back Friday. And thanks as well, Lightboarder, for popping in. I hope you enjoyed the game. And if you're around Friday, pop on in. And then tell me how you're getting on and how things are going. But yeah, until then, guys, I'm going to head. I'm in a slight bit of a rush. I'm starving. I shall talk to you all after. Have a good one.